Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Grace. For those of you guys who don't know, I am a first-time mom. I have a 7-month-old baby. I am so excited to share with you guys my reactions to the crazy postpartum symptoms that no one talks about. And this is so true because I had no idea what postpartum was. I mean, I hear different things like postpartum depression is real and breastfeeding sucks and all these things, but I didn't know how terrible and torturous some of these symptoms are. So I'll be reading some Reddit stories, commentaries that people have posted on Reddit and see if I have the same symptoms. So here we go. The first one, someone wrote, 7 months postpartum and I still wake up sweaty at night and I lost my hair and I have a bald spot and now it's growing back and little baby hairs look so stupid. My gosh, when I lost my hair, it was insane. Like if I have pictures, I'll be posting up here or here. But let me tell you, I bought a bunch of lint rollers that are, let me show you real quick. It's this lint roller stick that I got on Amazon. And let me tell you, I had to go through like 20 of these rolls in one sitting because I had so much hair and it was absolutely disgusting. So every time I showered, I was shedding so much hair. It was so scary and terrifying to look at. I felt so bad for my husband because every time he goes into the shower, he has to like look at all my hair. So I have to pick it up. I am not exaggerating when I tell you the postpartum hair loss is no joke. And it started at 3 to 4 months for me. And it immediately stopped the moment I stopped breastfeeding. Thank God that is in the past. And now I have baby hairs coming back, as you can tell right here. I felt like I had brain fog until about 12 months postpartum. That's also when I stopped breastfeeding. So maybe that contributed. Okay, the brain fog is so serious. I think I was delirious my entire time postpartum breastfeeding. I couldn't do simple math. I was actually shocked at myself and kind of worried. I was like, how am I ever going to go back to work in this condition? Or how am I ever going to function if I can't do simple math? And because of that, because I was forgetting so much stuff, it added onto the tension I had with my husband. All these things just unraveling at once. It was a total nightmare. This commentary says night sweats, buckets, tailbone pain, sore joints and weak hands, insomnia, leaking pee, pelvic pain, and weakness far past the 6 weeks for vaginal delivery, vaginal dryness, intrusive thoughts, and crippling anxiety, to name a few. I did not have night sweats and buckets. Definitely felt really hot. Like I had a lot of hot flash, especially while I was breast pumping. I had tailbone pain. I thought I had to go see a chiropractor, and I am seeing a chiropractor now, but that tailbone pain, I think it had to do with my hormones and my ligaments. I had it since 3rd trimester, actually a lot of joint and leg pain because I was carrying the baby constantly. I thought I was going to hurt my wrist. Right now it's a lot better, even though my baby is heavier. So vaginal dryness is so true. I think your estrogen levels drop dramatically. So whenever you have sex, like it hurts. It's just not pleasant because of the vaginal dryness. A lot of intrusive thoughts and crippling anxiety for sure. I wasn't diagnosed with PPD, but I felt like I needed to go see a counselor or a therapist. So I did therapy for about a month. It did help here and there, but I did have so much anxiety and depression, and everything was coming into me in my dreams and my thoughts. This comment says, I mean, I was expecting hormones, but was unprepared for the postpartum rage. I never knew it was a thing that I would actively be wanting to off my husband several times a day, and neither was he, poor thing. It's really the Reddit discussions that made me realize this is really common and I'm not suddenly a monster. Oh my gosh. I felt like I was always pissed at him. Like I was always in a pissy mood. I was very irritable, and just everything that he does just made me feel ick. And I didn't know that I would be like this. Like, I was actually shocked at myself, like how ugly I was, like the state that I was in, on top of like the sadness, the depression, the anxiety. It was also a lot of anger and a lot of guilt and a lot of shame at myself, and I just felt really ugly. Okay, this person says body odor. Okay, I noticed that body odor is a very common thing, and I think for me, I felt like I stank like breast milk all the time because you're constantly breastfeeding, you're constantly breast pumping, and so you smell like breast milk. And I don't know if that's the same kind of body odor that people are talking about, but also body odor down there, I noticed that it was stronger, and I don't know if that has to do with postpartum, but that's just my observation. Migraines came back with auras which are new. Haven't had them for years, but there must be something special about the mix of stress, sleep deprivation, hormones, because now I'm having them a few times a week. This was so true. My scalp was so sensitive. It felt like burning sensation on my scalp, and I did have migraines. My head hurt so much, and I thought that was because of sleep deprivation, but now I'm realizing that it has to do with postpartum hormones as well. I had the worst rash hives that popped up a few days after giving birth, all over my arms, legs, and belly. Had to get a low-dose steroid cream because it was driving me absolutely insane. It's gone now, thank goodness. I actually had the worst rash hives during my third trimester, and it was so horrendous. I'll post a picture right here to show you guys a glimpse of it, but it was so disgusting and so horrendous. I just suffered each day and just hoped and prayed for the best. Okay, I want to talk about mastitis. If you're having fevers, you need to get on antibiotics ASAP. Mastitis can be very dangerous very quickly. I know someone who ended up in hospital with sepsis because they tried to treat themselves at home. This is a very serious topic that no one talks about, which is so funny to me because I'm like, sepsis is so serious. I know one friend, she got surgery. She had to surgically remove a clogged duct in her breasts 1 year after she stopped breastfeeding, which is so insane to me because the whole time she didn't feel any symptoms, any pain, until all of a sudden after 1 year, it started hurting like crazy. And there was 1 week or maybe 2 weeks, I was feeling super ill. I had immense pain in my right boob, and it wouldn't go away. And I was having the chills, I had fever, and I thought about going to the ER, but I didn't because I didn't know about mastitis. What helped for me was weaning off very slowly. I think that day I didn't breast pump for like 5-6 hours. I also ate a lot of the sunflower lecithin pills. I'm not a medical professional, so please go to your doctor and ask your OB what is the best way to get rid of mastitis. This was just me purely searching up on Reddit and Facebook groups that I was part of, and this is what the moms have told me to try, and it has helped. So I think the number one thing that has helped me the most was taking the sunflower lecithin and also weaning off slowly, and also hand pressing and going into the warm showers. I was unprepared for the voracious hunger and thirst that accompanied breastfeeding. Oh my gosh, I was so hungry. I think I was hungry like all throughout my pregnancy, to be honest. Every time I was breast pumping, I would feel so hungry, especially in the mornings, like very early in the morning, the crack of dawn. I would be cooking like in the kitchen, some kind of breakfast, toast, eggs. Like I needed to eat a whole meal. In Korean culture, we eat a lot of the miyeokguk, which is seaweed soup, and I love it because it's so rich in iron. It's like a soul food for me. So this was my crazy postpartum Reddit reactions. If you guys have any crazy symptoms that you guys experienced postpartum, comment down below. I'd love to read it. I can't think of anything else on top of my head in terms of the postpartum crazy symptoms I've had. I think the craziest symptom I've had that was so unexpected was the postpartum depression, anxiety. The hair loss was insane, and just how hard breastfeeding, breast pumping is, but even with massaging, it hurts like crazy. In general, I think the whole postpartum breastfeeding was very difficult, and it's very difficult for all moms. So please be easy on yourself. Beat yourself up for not being able to do certain things that our other moms are able to do. Give yourself some grace and try to relax. If you guys want to see more content like this, please comment below. I have a lot of videos upcoming, so please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.